Hey, let's talk about Bloodline by Alex Warren and Jelly Roll. This track hits different. It's raw, real, and digs deep into the weight of family, pain, and breaking free. If you've ever felt like your past is trying to write your future, this one's for you. We're breaking down the lyrics to see why so many people connect with it. Ready? Let's go. In verse 1, the lyrics dive into the heavy theme of generational pain and the struggle to escape it. The opening line, "Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall," uses a powerful metaphor, comparing pain to bottles being passed around like in a game where each person takes a turn. This suggests that pain isn't something one person holds on to. It's handed down through family lines, almost like a tradition or an unavoidable cycle. The imagery of bottles on the wall could also hint at drinking or addiction, which often runs in families, reinforcing the idea of inherited struggles. The next line, "Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault," shows how blame gets shifted from one generation to the next. It's like no single person is fully responsible because the pain has been building over time. This creates a sense of inevitability, like the cycle is so deep rooted that it's hard to pinpoint where it started or how to stop it. The following line, "Oh, there's no one left to call," adds to the loneliness and hopelessness. It's as if the person has tried reaching out for help, but the cycle has gone on for so long that there's no one left who can fix it or even understand. The verse then shifts to the perspective of someone trying to escape this legacy. "You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape," suggests desperation. They're waiting for a way out, maybe through leaving home or changing their life. But the next line, "But you're afraid you can't outrun what's running through your veins," hits hard because it acknowledges a deep fear. No matter how far you go, your family's pain is part of you. The bloodline metaphor here is key. It's not just about habits or environment, but something almost biological, like DNA. The final line, "Oh, you're carrying the weight," wraps it up with a sense of burden. Even if they haven't fully fallen into the same pattern yet, the pressure and fear are still there, weighing them down. Overall, this verse paints a picture of someone trapped between wanting to break free and feeling like their family's past is inescapable. It's a raw look at how trauma gets inherited and how hard it is to rewrite your story when you've been born into a cycle of pain. The pre-chorus is short but packs a lot of emotional weight. It sets up a moment of vulnerability and support right before the chorus kicks in. The first line, "In the dead of night, on that broken road," creates a strong visual of darkness and struggle. Dead of night suggests a time when everything feels heavier. Loneliness, fear, and doubt tend to hit hardest when you're alone in the quiet. The broken road could symbolize a rough path in life, maybe one filled with mistakes, hardships, or just the general messiness of trying to break free from a toxic cycle. It's not a smooth, easy journey. It's cracked, uneven, and hard to navigate. Together, these images paint a picture of someone in their lowest moment, walking a difficult path when no one else is around to see it. But then comes the crucial second line, "I won't let you walk alone." This is where the song shifts from describing pain to offering solidarity. It's a direct promise. No matter how dark or broken things get, the speaker is stepping in to say, "You don't have to go through this by yourself." It's not just vague encouragement, it's active companionship. The word walk is important here because it implies that the struggle isn't something that just disappears. It's ongoing. But now, the burden is shared. The chorus delivers central message of hope, defiance, and brotherhood. It opens with the line, "Oh my brother," which immediately sets a tone of intimacy and solidarity. The use of brother here isn't necessarily literal. It's a term of deep connection, suggesting that the speaker sees the listener as family, whether by blood or by bond. This word choice makes the message feel personal, like a one on one conversation between someone who's been through struggle and someone who's still trapped in it. The next line, "You don't have to follow in your bloodline," is the thesis of the entire song. It's a direct rejection of the idea that family history dictates destiny. Bloodline carries so much weight. It's not just about genetics, but legacy, tradition, and the invisible chains of inherited pain. The song argues that just because dysfunction or trauma runs in a family doesn't mean the next generation is doomed to repeat it. This line is empowering because it hands agency back to the listener. You have a choice. The following lines, "Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time," shift from defiance to reassurance. The phrase, "we got each other," reinforces the theme of solidarity, making it clear that no one has to face their battles alone. The second part, "if you got tomorrow, then you still got time," is a lifeline. It's saying that as long as you're alive, change is possible. There's no expiration date on breaking free, no moment where it's too late. This is especially powerful for someone who might feel stuck in their past or convinced they're beyond saving. The chorus then drives the point home with, "To break the chain that left you scarred from where you came isn't who you are." The chain metaphor ties back to the idea of generational cycles, something heavy, binding, and hard to shatter. But the song insists it can be broken. The second part of this line is a direct counter to the shame or identity crisis that often comes with a painful upbringing. It's a reminder that your roots don't define your future. You're not just a product of your past. You're a person with the power to rewrite your story. The chorus repeats the central line. "Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline," ending the way it began, like a mantra. Repetition here makes the message sink in deeper, almost as if the speaker is trying to break through years of conditioning or self doubt. By the time the chorus finishes, it's not just a pep talk, it's a declaration of freedom. The song doesn't downplay how hard it is to escape these cycles, but it insists that it's possible, especially when you're not alone in the fight. Overall, the chorus works as both a comfort and a battle cry. It acknowledges the weight of inherited pain while refusing to let it have the final say. It's the kind of message that sticks with you, the kind someone might cling to in their darkest moments, thinking, maybe I really can be different. Verse 2 builds on the song's central themes of struggle and support, but this time it digs even deeper into the idea of breaking free from inherited pain. The verse opens with, "Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen," which immediately sets a tone of humility and honesty. The speaker isn't claiming to fully understand the listener's suffering. They're acknowledging that everyone's battles are unique. This line is important because it avoids empty platitudes. Instead of saying, "I know exactly how you feel," which can sometimes feel dismissive, the speaker admits their limitations while still offering support. It makes their presence feel more genuine, like they're not there to preach, but to stand with you. The next line, "but that don't mean that's something you're destined to repeat," is a direct challenge to the idea of fate. The word destined carries a lot of weight here because it's the kind of word people use when they feel trapped, like their future is already written. The speaker is pushing back against that, saying, just because this happened to you doesn't mean it has to keep happening. It's a refusal to let pain become a self fulfilling prophecy. The follow up line, "Oh, you're stronger than you think," reinforces this by shifting focus from the past to the person's inner resilience. It's a reminder that survival itself is proof of strength, even if the listener doesn't feel strong in the moment. The verse then takes a more active turn with, "I know it has to end, but you don't know where to start." This captures the paralysis that often comes with trying to change deep rooted patterns. It's one thing to want to break a cycle, it's another to figure out how. The line validates the confusion and fear that come with taking that first step. But the song doesn't leave the listener hanging. The next line, "You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are," is one of the most powerful in the song. It's not just encouragement, it's a tangible offer of help. "Pack your bags" suggests leaving behind the old life, while "I'll meet you where you are" means the speaker isn't demanding perfection or immediate change. They're willing to start from whatever messy point the listener is at, without judgment. The verse closes with, "Oh, I'll be waiting in the car," which is such a vivid cinematic image. It's not just about waiting, it's about being ready. The car symbolizes movement, escape, and the next chapter. The speaker isn't just saying, "Call me if you need me." They're already in the driver's seat, engine running, committed to the journey. This line turns support into action, making it clear that the listener won't have to face the unknown alone. Overall, verse 2 takes the song's message from "You can break the cycle" to "Here's how we'll do it together." It's more than just words of comfort. It's a roadmap out of the darkness with someone willing to walk or drive every step of the way. The verse balances raw honesty about struggle with unwavering hope, making it a crucial part of the song's emotional impact. The bridge serves as the emotional climax of the song, delivering a surge of hope and resilience right before the final chorus. It opens with the line, "The storm keeps on raging, but don't you forget," which immediately sets up a powerful contrast between chaos and reassurance. The storm here is a metaphor for the ongoing struggles, whether it's inner demons, family trauma, or just the weight of trying to break free from the past. The word raging makes it feel relentless, almost like it's trying to wear the listener down. But then comes the pivot. "But don't you forget." It's a command, a lifeline thrown into the chaos, telling the listener to hold on to something crucial even when everything feels overwhelming. That crucial thing is revealed in the next line. "God's not done with you yet." This is where the song introduces a spiritual layer to its message of hope. Whether taken literally or metaphorically, the line suggests that there's a bigger plan, a reason to keep going even when it feels like the storm will never pass. It's a reminder that the listener's story isn't over, that their pain and struggles haven't erased their purpose. For someone who's been beaten down by generational cycles, this line can feel like a revelation. You still matter. Your life isn't defined by what's happened to you. The bridge then dives deeper into the emotional struggle with "When it feels like you're losing the war in your head." This line is brutally honest about the toll of mental and emotional battles. The war in your head could refer to self doubt, shame, or the constant voice that says you'll never escape your past. It's a relatable image for anyone who's fought invisible battles, the kind no one else sees but that feel just as real as any physical conflict. By naming this, the song validates the listener's pain without sugarcoating it. But the bridge doesn't leave the listener in that dark place. It ends with, just know this isn't the end. A simple but profound statement of perseverance. This line mirrors the earlier idea of you still got time from the chorus, but here it's even more urgent. It's not just about having time, it's about the fight itself not being over. The word no is important here. It's not a vague, maybe things will get better, but a firm declaration. It's the kind of line you'd cling to in your lowest moments, a reminder that the current pain isn't the final chapter.